Hi, this is Arun here with Java tutorial session 2. In this second session we are going to learn what is Java and how Java is working. In this second session we will be learning what is Java, how a Java programming language is working, and what is JVM, what is Jre and Jdk, how to set up a develop environment with Eclipse, and what is IDEs. So those areas we will be covering in this second session. First session I introduced you how we can write a Java program. That was just making you understanding what is Java and how it is running. So now we will go to the backgrounds of Java and how technically Java is going to help you. So I'm moving into the first slide. Java is a platform independent language, and it runs it uses a technology called JIT, that is just in time invoke and bytecodes. I'll be explaining each of these items separately. So why Java is platform independent? Java says write once and run anywhere. This means when you write a Java program, you can write it in Windows or Unix or in some other OS like Solaris or Mac OS. It doesn't matter. You stick on your coding standards and write your code in Java programming language. And once you write the program, you can run the program any machine, anywhere, in any platform. It doesn't matter you are going to use any Windows 7 or any Oracle, or any Unix platform or any Mac platform or any Linux platform. It doesn't matter. You can run your Java program anywhere. That is why Java is called platform independent, as well as it is saying a portable programming language. Okay, and why how Java is running is it uses a technology called just in time. What does just in time invocation means? When the time of execution only, your program code is converting into machine language. Like when we if you are aware about programming languages like C or C++, you will be writing your program and you will be getting a .exe file when you compile the C program code. If you are using any Unix platform, you will be getting a .out file, and you will be running this .out file in Unix and .exe file in Windows. Also, there is one more thing. You need to depend on the OS which you are writing a C++ program or C program. See, you need to write according to the standards of the operating system you are using. But in Java, there is no such case. You write a Java program in Windows. I already explained that. You write a Java program in Windows and run it any platforms. So how it is making is Java, once Java Java code is written and you are compiling that, it is just converting into a technique called bytecodes. It is converting, only your programs are getting converted into bytecodes. I'll show you how a bytecode looks like. And once the bytecode is run, that is bytecode is like if your program name is hello world.java, then once you compile, you will be getting hello world.class. This class file is called as bytecode. This bytecode is running when the time of execution, when you are going to run your Java program, that time only it is going to convert into machine language. So that particular moment your bytecode will be converted into machine language. That is called just in time invocation. It is not converting your program into machine language at the beginning of your compiling. So that is how we are covering JIT, just in time compilation, and bytecodes. We are converting our program into bytecodes. I'll show you for our previous program which we have written was a hello world program. We'll be seeing that hello world program, how the hello world program. So here in my src folder I have hello world.java. So this is my Java coding. So I have the package name and I have the class name and I have a method inside. So what will happen when it compiles? It will create a folder structure in com hello world in the bin directory and generated a class file. This class file is I'll show you this class file. What this class file, class ex, its extension is dot class, hello world dot class. This class file contains a content like this. This content is not readable by us. Means human cannot understand what is this mentioned over here. So it is only understandable to JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. I'll be explaining what is JVM and how JVM works. Those in the next slide I'll be explaining you. So this is what we call as a bytecode. This bytecode will be converted into machine language when Java program is going to run. So this is our Java program, and once we compile we will get this hello world.class file. This you can see here the extension is .class. And here it is .java, and the class file extension is called as bytecode. So this bytecode will be running in the runtime. And so we covering platform independency and JIT and bytecode. So now I am going to move into JVM. So what is JVM? JVM is Java Virtual Machine. We can say it as a interface between the existing operating system and the Java bytecodes. So once we got a bytecode, we need to have a JVM, that is a Java Virtual Machine, to execute the bytecode. So every machine is installed with JVM. Not every machine. Any machine which is installed a JVM, we can run our Java program over there. And JVM can be installed in any operating system or any hardware like Unix or Mac or Windows. So whatever it is, you can install your JVM and run your bytecode. That is what JVM. So without JVM you cannot run a Java program. So JVM is the core part which is capable to running a Java program. And next is the two important parts of Java, that is Jre and Jdk. Jre is Java Runtime Environment and Jdk is Java Development Kit. So what is Jre? Jre contains a JVM which is capable to run your Java programs. So if you want to only run your Java programs, you don't want to develop anything, you only need to have a Jre. You don't require a JDK. But when you are going for a development, you need to have JDK, which is helping you to develop. It is having a compiler and debugger. All those items will be there with a JDK. So that is what JDK and Jre difference. In nowadays, almost all the machines are installed with Jre. By default, it comes with the operating system. But if some machine doesn't have a Jre, we need to install a Jre, and we can have a JDK for our development purposes. And now moving into the development environment. So how we will download and install a Java in our machine. So first you need to do is you need to go for the www.java.com download page. So this is the download page. If you are entering java.com, you can see free Java download here and click on that, agree and start free download. You will be able to download a Java exe file. If you are installing that, you can get your Java in your machine, and it will have Jre as well as JDK. Whatever you want, you can download that. Also you can download it from Oracle site as well, so both are same. And once you download it, you install, and in my machine I already installed that, and I have it in program files, and inside program files I'll have a Java. Yeah, here it is, Java. Here I have installed a JDK. This is for my development purpose. This is JDK 6, and this is Java runtime environment 6, that is Jre, and this is Jre 7, that is the latest version. Jre also I have installed over here. Once it is installed, we need to set our environment variables. Environment variables means we need to set our system path and all for Java library. So here is how to set JDK Java development environment. So right button on your My Computer and take Properties. You will see Advanced System Settings. Click on that, and you will see Environment Variables. Click on Environment Variables, and here you can see Java Home. So I have added a new variable name called Java Home, and I have added my JDK path over there. Okay, and the next thing what I added is inside the path I edited, and what I put over here is I have added my Java Home Okay, let me copy this into Notepad, then it will be more understandable. I am just putting it here. This is my path. Here you can see my %Java home bin directory I have pointed over here in the path. So how I have pointed is, this is my JDK, that is my Java home path, and this bin directory I need to point to my environment variables for running my Java. So I just I just created an environment variable called Java home and a bin directory over here, so that my Java programs can run anywhere in my machine. So that's why I have configured this particular Java path. Okay, this is what we called as class path. I am cancelling this, and if you want to create this items, you can click on new and create this and save it back. I already created, I don't want to edit this, so that's why I left it as it is. Okay. Okay, once these setups are done, our Java runtime environment and Java development environment is ready, and now we need to learn about IDEs. What is an IDE? IDEs are integrated development environments. These environments are some softwares which is helping us to write easily Java programs or C++ programs or any other programming language programs. We can write easily using an IDE. So we have some IDEs like Eclipse Ide, NetBeans, My Eclipse, JDeveloper, like many IDEs are available, and I like to use Eclipse Ide. How you can get a Eclipse Ide is, you can go to eclipse.org. You can open up a browser and go to eclipse.org. Here you can see a get started now, download Eclipse. click on download Eclipse. You will be seeing Eclipse, Eclipse different versions you have. I am using this Eclipse IDE for J2E developers. So you can download 64-bit or 32-bit, whatever it is. You can. It is available. Some errors are available for downloading. You can download an Eclipse IDE. When you download your Eclipse IDE, what you will get is you will get a zip file. Okay, so you will get this kind of a zip file, and you can extract it. I am extracting my Eclipse Juno, which is the latest version of the Eclipse I am using. Okay, and once you have extracted this Eclipse, you don't need to worry about anything. You just we already set up our environment variable so that Eclipse can take the JRE and it will be running. I just click on my Eclipse. So this Eclipse will be opening up. Once it is open up, we will be able to write our Java programs as we have seen in the previous tutorial. Like a hello world program we can write, like any other projects we can create and we can write. Let's wait for loading up my Eclipse for some time. Now you can in previous session we have created the hello world tutorial. Over here we have our hello world.java file, and click right button and run as Java application. You will be able to see the hello world printed in the console. And that's it. In the next tutorials we will be seeing the basics of Java programming language, like how we can create a class and what the structure format for classes, functions and loopings. So those kind of areas we will be covering in next sessions, and further to that we will be moving into object oriented programming sessions. So now I am winding up. Keep watching my video tutorials. Thank you for watching my video tutorials.